Oh, oh, oh. Okay, what's up, guys? So today's video is I'm gonna be critiquing my own Instagram photos, and yeah, just maybe talk about a little bit about me. I think that I have a very unique story to share, and also I feel like as a photographer, you do need to critique your own photo, once in a while, because after a while, like your style changes, like the way you take photos changes, and it's important to see like if you made some progress or some things that you still need to work on more. Before we dive in, maybe I can talk about what Hidden Palm Tree is and why I started Hidden Palm Tree. So Hidden Palm Tree is a brand. It is my alter ego name. Hidden Palm Tree isn't really a name. It represents an act of being, more than a nickname, if that makes any sense. So when I was growing up, I grew up in a lot of isolation, in like socially and mentally. I never fit in with the people that I was surrounded with, and I was always kind of doing my own thing. I liked cars since I was a kid, and I was just continuing loving cars and doing car stuff. It's just like, well, my dream was to start my own business. I guess start my own business or do something in regards to like automotive. Like I wanted to do something to do with the automotive, but I didn't exactly know what to do. And I got into photography and stuff like that. Decided that I want to pursue as a business. Name behind it. So Hidden Palm Tree means it's apart from everything. You're your own person, your original person, and that you are not somewhere in the place where you're visible, but rather than that you're hidden. You're a palm tree that's hidden, that people can't find you. It kind of says along the line with like being a secret, original, low-key, and that's the kind of vibe that I was going for. Hidden in Japanese, it basically means it's a secret legacy, untold legacy, along those lines. So it also means to create a legacy that can live forever, and that was the kind of also my intention later on, that I realized that's kind of where I want to go with it. And you know, it was super cool because the both meanings were really similar, regardless if it was in Japanese or if it was in English. Of course, hidden in English is obviously not hidden. Hidden in Japanese is not obviously hidden. It was just a coincidence. So that's a really cool factor. I wanted to incorporate palm tree because I wanted to still kind of remind people that it is from Hawaii, and wanted to let people know that, you know, Hawaii is a place I call home, and it's an amazing place, and I wanted to spread more Hawaii to the world, through cars, and that was the kind of intention. I think I'm gonna dive in with the pictures. Alright, cool. So the first picture right here, this is a Ryan Kumabe's RX-7. So I was making an after movie for Super Ill Hawaii in 2018. So now it's almost been 2 years since I did this shoot. I mean, picture is not bad. It's just that it's a little bit high contrast and a lot of flares and a lot of like black and white is there's just a lot going on, and it looks kind of tacky. Alright, I love this car so much. So this is Scott's Tommy Kyla NSX. Everybody's on TikTok. We're like, is that your car? Like, this is in my car. But this car represents Hidden Palm Tree because how the craftsmanship in this car is just so crazy to me. Like, it's one of my favorite cars in the entire world. That I think like this describes my style and my I guess my brand and stuff. So I mean, I love stance cars. Stance car has been like my thing for a while. However, this NSX has a Tommy Kyla wide body kit, which is something that you can't find anywhere, and it's such a nostalgic because of the shape is very, very old school, but yet he incorporated that with Tommy Kyla rims, which they are 3-piece, but he got a custom built. Look at that. It looks so like modern, you know what I mean? I love that like vintage stuff to a modern level. Like a lot of people would like a periodic correct items. I agree, but I also like the look where you incorporate vintage into a modern style, and he had this setup for a longest time. So I mean, he honestly did this based off of his inspiration that he had. But that's kind of how I would describe this build. It's like vintage to modern. And it's a really, really cool car. I love the car. It's so good. Like, it's so low. I love it. It sounds great. And however, he got rid of this car, but he's building another car. So, you know, I'm really excited. Really support the guy a lot, and he supports me. So it's really cool. He was one of the first people that I shot with. And it was for a Super Ill video, and that got eventually featured on Donut Media, which was really cool. Anyway, so Team Underrated, I guess I should talk about them. I have nothing but appreciation for Team Underrated because they've been also my biggest support of my journey throughout my 2 years of my career. And it was really cool the way I met them because one of my friends, she was asked to model for Team Underrated, and then they told her that she can find any photographer or videographer she wants, and she also kind of let me know that, oh, I know a friend who does that, and then she connected me to it, and then we set up a shoot, and we actually did a shoot together, and it was such a dope because they asked me which car I want to be there, and they were really organized. They were super organized in terms of like planning, and they understood like exactly how the shoot works, and then like, you know, they had every question that they needed to know in order to make the shoot happen. They were really, really organized in my opinion, and I really appreciate like people who are very organized and understands like how shoot, as far as like shoot goes or aesthetics goes. And it went really well. It was for a Spokon video. If you guys want to check out my Spokon video, Team Underrated is the one that came in front. That video is by far my most favorite video so far that I ever made. Like, team shooting was one of the most stressful things ever, but you know, they were really cool with me, and I really, really appreciate them a lot. Alright, yes. Harvey. Harvey is one of my also really good friend I have. I also met him through, how did I meet him? So he basically asked me to feature his car, and initially I was gonna charge him, but I realized that I need content. I was like, oh, maybe he can be part of the film. And we actually did a shoot, and it was also one of my favorite footage ever. It was more so kind of like a initial D kind of type of vibe. It's really cool. People really loved it. I really appreciate them a lot. Well, thoughts moving forward. So I mean, we just kind of looked at like how my picture kind of, you know, became into. I think my picture was really tacky. I think as it got more towards recent, I started editing photos with a lot of less texture, less clarities and stuff, and then really just giving its car the full potential, its look, and then not like going overboard with it. And that was the kind of style that I was going for. I guess this is it for today's video. So I think I wanna kind of announce some things that's coming up soon. Is that I'm actually graduating next week. So really excited to take myself to a next step in my life. Also next week's Sunday video is gonna be about my graduation photo shoot, my grad pic photo shoot, and I'm gonna see if I can do something cool with it. Maybe give you guys a little tutorial at the same time. And I'm gonna be resuming my live streaming editing from this Wednesday, so it's gonna be every Wednesday for until God knows. Maybe it's gonna last forever. Don't know, but I think doing it every week might be good enough and less stressful for me. So I think that was kind of like my decision to do it every Wednesday. And yeah, so other than that, this is it for today's video. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.